Glorious day to you, my friends. Kia kanato huruhuta takayetara. Welcome to day number 131 of being, this blissful existence, illuminating and nurturing grace. Niyatara shanotoro. The grace of our inner being. Today's a rest day. Achana hasuku urotate tiriatata. We're on day number 131 of 144. Where we're spiraling up the pyramid, the great pyramid of the self. We're in the heart center, the heart home. And in this heart home, in this 8-day segment, we're on the 8th day. It's the rest day. Whether we see it as sleep, whether we see it as just rest, every yoga class ends in Shavasana. So I invite you to relax now, as this will be a meditative tone. We won't be speaking too long. This is a rest day. The thumbnail, the swan and the peacock. The peacock represents cycles. In this 8-day segment, we were subtly dealing with cycles. The cycles of the breath, the cycles of the moon, the cycles of the day, the cycles of the year, and the cycles of life. The peacock represents cycles, vritti. We're utilizing samavritti pranayama. And this vritti, these ways, these cycles, are all about this physicality. It's about time. And when we're spending, this is the 8th day in the Manomaya Kosha, this realm of the mind, the heart mind, where we're creating everything. And we're even going to give that a rest today. We're going to give our mind a rest. We're going to give time a rest. We're going to give time a timeout. We're going to give our peacock a rest. We're going to give our swan a rest. We're going to give everything a rest. We're still going to breathe. We're still going to chant. We're still going to meditate in between. And then we're going to chant again. We're still going to chant. Ham soham yachahana atokurohoshanohotoro. But day number 8 is all about rest. Day number 1, the first petal of Hridaya. We woke up. We chose to incarnate in this life. We were born. We decided. These are the 4 decision points. We've already decided to rest. We've already decided to let it go. We've already decided to shine. All the decisions are already made. Spring equinox, sunrise, birth, summer solstice, high noon, the height of life, sunset, the waning times of life, autumn equinox, yakanatokoro, us simply shining our light. That's all we know how to do. Down here, we're on day number 8, winter solstice. We can see it as death. We can see it as sleep. We can see it as rest. We can see it as doing nothing. Okay. Yoga Sutra 1.3. And then the seer, the observer, rests in its own true nature. Yoga Sutra 1.1. Now, Atta, we begin. Yoga begins. The practice of yoga, everything about yoga. All up until now, it doesn't matter. Now, we're practicing yoga. 1.2. This chitta vritti. Yoga is the slowing down of the mind, of the ways of the mind, the chitta vritti. When one does so, tada, drashtuhu, svarupe avastanam. And then the seer resides in its own true nature. There's nothing to do. We're just being at this point. In some sense, this is the most important day because we're just resting. We're putting a pause on everything. We can see it as death. We can see it as the death of the mind. And the ways of the mind and the cycles of the mind. Or we can just see it as we're letting the mind rest. That's it. We're letting the body rest. We're letting time rest. We're respecting everything. But we're resting. So I invite you to relax. Whether you lie down, whether you sit, or whether you sit in seated meditation. It does not matter. Comfort and ease will promote this relaxation. It's all that matters. This rest. As we begin to focus our awareness on our breath to help us rest, simply stretching out, slowly lengthening and deepening our breath. As we allow the seer in us, this drashtuhu, as we allow the seer, the observer, to rest, we're simply breathing in and breathing out. Simply breathing in and simply breathing out. There's nothing to do except breathe in and breathe out. Now let us focus our awareness on our heart center, our heart home. For in our heart home is the home of our holy fire, is the home of our Holy Spirit, this peaceful, this ultimate peace, this Holy Spirit. And also the home of our Brahma Vihara, our abode of self, our abode of Brahma, the Creator. Our restful place. Our true self. The real you. And we're even going to give that a rest. We're not going to observe ourselves. We're not going to see this Brahma Vihara. We're not going to see the holy fire. we're just going to abide. We're going to rest in the Holy Spirit. We're going to rest. We're just going to rest. And this Hamsa, that is also who we are. We're going to give it a rest too. We're going to ask the Hamsa to invite in. The Soham. Inviting in the Soham into our heart space. We're going to allow Soham to rest as well. And we're going to invite in all of the manifested realm. We're going to invite in the eight, the earth, invite it into the heart space, into the heart home. Invite it to rest with us. Inviting the 1 and the 0 and the 8 to rest. Inviting the sun, the moon, and the earth to rest. We're going to invite Soham and Hamsa to rest. We're going to invite Om and Aim to rest. We're going to invite everything that Om created. This Bur, Bhuva, Svaha. Invite them all to rest. Inviting the Vritti to rest. Inviting the Chitta to rest. Inviting awareness to rest. Inviting the Koshas to rest. Inviting the chakras to rest. Inviting the Mano, the Mana, the mind to rest. We're going to invite the observer to rest. We're going to allow and invite the true self and the sense of self to rest. As there is nothing to do, there's nothing to know, and there's nothing to see. Inviting the knowing and the seeing and the doing to rest. Asking all of those ideas to rest with us. Asking the Ananda chakra to rest. Asking the dharma chakra to rest. Asking the peacock to rest. Asking the Hamsa, the swan, to rest. Asking the Anda, the Sag, to rest. Asking our lotus to rest. And asking our awareness to rest. As we simply chant and begin to chant, starting off with Aum, as we ask Aum to rest. And Aum is simply Om. stretched into its 3 sound components. And when we chant Ah for the heart, we're asking our heart to rest. And we're chanting Ooh for the root, we're asking our root to rest. And when we chant for the savoring and the embodying, we're inviting the savoring and the embodying to rest. And then chanting Hum, so hum, because we are what we are, and right now we are resting. Chanting Hum, so hum 108 times, using this mala of rest, and then transitioning with Aying, which is simply Aim, the beach mantra of abundant rest, stretched into its 3 sound components. And when we chant Ah for the heart, we're asking our heart to rest. When we chant Yi for the crown, we're asking our crown, our Padme, our 1,000-petal lotus to rest. And when we chant Ing, we're asking everything, including resonation and harmonization. We're asking everything to rest. A breath in for Aum. Aum. We'll do that again, since I messed up. A breath in for Aum. A breath in to chant. Hum, so hum. 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 Change of plans. Let's just listen to the chants. Hum, so and simply rest. Hum, so hum. 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 Hum, Soham, Ham, 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 Soham. As we continue to rest and continue to allow aim to rest, As we continue to rest, let us thank ourselves for resting. As we allow aim to rest, as we allow everything to rest, as we listen to the chants, listen to hum so hum 36 times, as we rest.
Hum so hum, 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 hum so hum.
As we slowly come back from rest, let us welcome back with Aum. Aum. When you are ready, slowly bring awareness back to the here and now. Maybe wiggle your fingers and toes. Maybe invite in some gentle movements And when you are ready, slowly open your eyes and welcome in the new now. Congratulations, my friends. We have completed day number 131 of being, this blissful existence, illuminating and nurturing grace, this peaceful grace of rest, of resting in our own true nature. Because there's nothing to do. There's nothing to know. There's nothing to see. The remaining 13 days are going to be interesting. I encourage you to journal about whatever. And I thank you, my friends, for sharing in my highest bliss, my restful state, as we rested together, as we rest together, as we are what we are already complete. We're already whole. Hum so hum. I'm already all of it. I'm already complete. I am that I am. I am enough. So, rest on. Okay, wasn't expecting that. Rest on. Rest on with your inner being, as your inner being. Rest on with everything. Yarana aska ita hartukora.